pardon me, folks, just posting up the link to the stream on the various social media sites that I'm part of. So just give me a second. I don't even know what they're doing in the game right now. Is that all I want to post it up on? Pretty much. Maybe one more. Okay. All right, that should be it. That should be it. All right, let's take a look at the game. Okay, so we got Qhorin Halfhand / Peter versus Brett Lanpher. So Peter is definitely an unorthodox Night's Watch player. I've talked in a couple games. He's well aware of the Night's Watch power level and what he can do with them, and he's not interested really in power gaming, so he does his own kind of very elite kind of builds. I think everything's got a watch captain, which is why it kind of works. I could be wrong. So yeah, we got looks like Ranger Hunters with John. Ooh, looks like Peter's dropped. We've got Vanguard with Cold Hands as an attachment. I don't even know what this attachment does, to be honest with you. Let's see here. So he's got Sentinel and Intimidating Presence. How many points is this guy? And then we've got the Sword Bros with the Watch Captain. And is that... Oh my god, is this... Okay, it's 3 NCUs because we got Gilly. And we've got Qhorin, his namesake. So he's got like 11 plus 15 points in NCUs. So let me just do the math here. 15 points of NCUs. 10 points here is 25. 8 points is 33. This is a 7 point. This can't be right. Something's wrong. My math is off here. Hold on. Something's up. This guy's 5. This guy's 6, right? So this is 11. Plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 plus 8 is 33. What is going on here? Is my math bad? Can someone in the chat tell me what's wrong with my math here? 11 plus 4 is 15. 15, 25. 7 plus 3, right? 25, 33. This should be more than 7 points, right? Am I crazy? Oh, there's 7 points. I thought they're 8. That's right. I thought they're 7 points, not 8. Okay, so 11, 25, 32. So Cold Hands is 1 point. 1 point for this is actually not bad. For Sentinel and Intimidating Presence is actually really good. If that's 1 point, that's crazy. And the funny thing is, it's not even that popular because the only unit you can put him in really is either this unit, which is arguably not so stellar because you're paying for abilities that are kind of niche, like Outflank has not a lot of value, especially against Targaryens, which I believe is what Brett's running. And Ambush requires positioning, and it's hard sometimes to get into the flank. So yeah, even though this is a fantastic 1 point package for Sentinel and Intimidating Presence, it's just outshined or outshone by so many things in the Night's Watch list. Over here, we've got Brett's list. We've got Screamers with Outriders. We got Solo Jorah, Veterans, and Blood Riders with Khal Drogo. We got 2 NCUs. We got Bareth and Selmy and Tycho. So he's got a lot of power on the table. Veterans are a unit that, if you've not seen them too much in action, are very tricky. I didn't appreciate how tricky they were until I played Wild Card Carl. That's a tongue twister for me. And yeah, he showed me a lot of cool tricks, because I didn't appreciate what Quickfire can let you really do. I always thought of it very basic, like I'm going to maneuver, take a free shot, then charge into you, kind of like Bastard Girls, but there's so much more flexibility this ability gives you. For example, you can maneuver, take a shot. So your threat range is actually way bigger. It's not the 14 that most archers have. It's 6 plus 6 plus shift 2 plus 6, which is like a 20-inch threat range. Or you can do maneuver, shot. And you might want to do that if your opponent, for example, has put himself in a position where they can't get charged. A double shot plus Jorah's ability is nothing to be sniffed at. So it looks like terrain-wise, they're putting down some forests and they're putting down some stakes. So blue is Brett. So I'm going to assume here that Peter put up the forests, but I could be wrong. Now actually Peter probably put the forests up. He does have a range unit in form of the hunters, but they're such short range that I don't think Brett would put down forests to block them. Whereas Brett has some long range shooting in the form of the outriders. And I guess the forest extra save goes a long way in just blunting damage as well. But that's going to go both ways. Both armies are not particularly super durable. A lot of 5+ saves running around here, a lot of 4+ saves running around here. In fact, 2 of his units have 5+ saves. So arguably the forest will kind of help both sides. Brett has put down some stakes, which is very typical for Targaryens because they have unstoppable advance, which lets them use the stakes as protection and then destroy them when they want to go out and get some kills. So the scenario, if you're not familiar, is honed and ready. And this is 5 objectives, and once you start claiming them round 2, Castle Wall starts shooting you. The first game I streamed today, the players did a little bit of extra shooting at the NCUs. I thought there was opportunities to do more shooting. We'll see if Brett and Peter decide on using that option as well. It's actually pretty good for Brett in particular because Peter has such little power on the table. He's got so few units, that every wound he takes is a big deal. Now, NCU-wise, let me just think about this very carefully here. He's taking Jor, Sam, and Qhorin, so none of the healers. There's no Aemon, there's no Craster, so not a lot of healing either. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can pop a very clutch Qhorin to freeze a key unit at a key time. Now, it's interesting because he takes Qhorin, who we lose as an NCU, but he kind of gains it back with Wildling with Gilly as a one-time thing. So, yeah, very wacky lists. To be very interested to see how it plays out. Okay, so deployment-wise, it looks like they tied for the dice-off, and then Qhorin won. He gave Brett choice of side, and Brett has chosen this side here. Both sides are fairly equidistant. This is more annoying for Qhorin. Is it more annoying for Qhorin? It might be. It depends on what he does with his cav. Even though the ambush rule, the outflank rule, very arguably he shouldn't use it because you lose an activation. There's, field control with Targaryens. Like, he should probably not deploy those guys in reserve. So you got John Hunters deploying over here. We've got Screamers coming down here. So again, very typical deployment for Brett's side. He's putting down his worst units first. Peter has kind of given away part of the game by putting down his commander, but honestly, each of his units is so important. Like, this unit is also very important due to the Watch Captain. I would probably put this down second last and probably put down these guys first. These guys here are A, not super hard hitting, but B, they're very mobile. So wherever he deploys them is not even their final position. So I think of a bit of misdeploy on Peter's part. I would have deployed the Ranger, Vanguard Rangers first, because it doesn't really give away where your strength is. So right now, Peter's kind of giving away where his infantry are going to be, so it's going to be obvious for Brett how to counter set up, as it were. Yeah, you can't use. Looking at the chat here, you really can't. They are good at 7 points with stats and abilities. Free. I mean, I don't know. 7 points for that attack profile. Let's just check here. They have a very comparable profile to the Thraki Screamers, right? Same movement, same amount of attacks. They might lose 1 attack on the lower rank. Yeah, they lose 1 attack. Same defensive profile for 1 point less. Now, what they gain is they gain ambush and outflank. Screamers, for 1 point less, have the vulnerable in charge. Vulnerable charge is almost always going to kick in. Ambush, I feel, is tough to get sometimes, and outflank, it's a tough one. It can be really significant if you can actually use it to get behind your opponent and threaten rears and flanks. But against Dothraki, especially, it's very tough. So Peter's doing some careful measurement here, putting down his Vanguard. He's deploying them, which is the smart move. You cannot put them in reserve against Dothraki. And the other thing too is their ability to outflank is negated completely by the Dothraki's own maneuverability. Like you can deploy them on the flank, but then they just turn around and charge you with screamers or whatever, and it's kind of robbed you of their whole advantage. So yeah, not a good matchup into this particular faction of being Targaryens. So Peter's pretty much all done at this point. He's deployed near the stakes. He might just blow them up right away with the move into an attack, and it's going to be up to Brett now to react. So we've got the Outriders coming down across from the infantry who are slow to react to them. Veterans as well, and looks like he's kind of loading up the left side here. I wonder where Drogo's going to go. Oh, never mind. Veterans are going down to the right. Yeah, I don't think either player is going to play the objective game. I don't think, Peter does not have the units to do so, and I just feel like Brett's going to go and get him. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see the Bloodriders in the middle. So Bloodriders in the middle. Okay, both players have drawn 3 cards. So Peter should have the choice of first player. And he's drawn an extra card because of Sam. Pretty cool. Oopsies, I should probably turn off my Facebook here. Lots of beeps coming through. Okay, so looks like they're choosing first player. Still, I think Peter's thinking about it. Activation-wise, it is 7 versus 6, right? 1, 2, 3 with the Watch Captain, 4. Oh, so it's 7. Actually, it's 7 on 7. It's 7 on 7. So despite only having 3 activations on the table, it is 7 on 7, right? There's 4 activations on the table and at least 3 activations on the board until Qhorin dies. So it's actually activation parity, which doesn't seem obvious until you count. Very interesting. All right. Yeah, I feel like this will not be an objective-based game for the most part. It's going to be a kill and avoid getting killed kind of game. But we'll see. Very atypical for Night's Watch to have all the healing. Mind you, John has some built-in healing, I guess, between Rally Cry and Stand United Brothers. And Peter's activating right away? Oh, I see. He's popping the order because he doesn't want Barristan to cancel the order. Ah, very interesting. So that is a counter to the berry block affecting the Watch Captain, but it also means that you give up impetus on the tactics board. It means that... but you know what, though? Interestingly, Brett only has 2 activations. So it's not as bad. I typically run Barry with 3 NCUs, and if they go on the table first with the order, I will always get 3 zones. So yeah, it may not punish Peter as bad because Brett only has 2 activations on the tactics board. So he's popping the order to get that maneuver in. This will keep him at activation parity until round 2. At round 2, Brett will have activation advantage because he will for sure cancel the Watch Captain with the berry block. Oh, heard some noise. What's going on here? Okay, so predictably, Brett is looking to take the envelope, which he does. He does it with Barristan. Barristan now will be used mostly to block vows, I imagine. So I'm very interested that he puts him onto the horse, onto the cavalry. I would have thought he might have put it on John to prevent Jor from fishing for the Watch. So I wonder what's Brett's reasoning there. I mean, is For the Watch scary on Vanguard trackers? Maybe? Is that what they're called? Vanguard trackers? Ranger Vanguards, my bad. Ranger Vanguards. And he puts a vulnerable token with the envelope as well. He draws 2 cards. He's at 5. And it should be over to Peter. So Peter's first activation on the tactics board. Very smart of Peter to do the Watch Captain. I forgot about that. So he's very aware of this matchup. Sam the Slayer, or I shouldn't say that. Sam the Slayer is actually a real attachment, I think. What's his version of Sam called? Sam the Craven Scholar. That's not cool. Who wants to be called the Craven Scholar on your own card? Okay, so Sam is nope going for Qhorin. Qhorin's got the nice +1 attack and what +1 movement influence. Yeah, pretty sweet. Taking the bag, interesting. Taking the bag to influence John. That's usually the target of choice to get them booting down the table a little bit faster. And I'm assuming he's going to remove the vulnerable token. Yep, looks good. Didn't take the horse. Felt it was more valuable to take off the vulnerable. See, I don't know if that's a great play on Peter's part because Drogo has Warcry anyway. And Screamers can also make you vulnerable in charge anyhow. So I don't know if that was incredibly relevant. And he's unlikely to get a shot this round since he's got to activate an NCU now, and Peter has lots of time to block the swords of Jor or something. So solo Jor is activating. Interesting that Brett didn't take the horse either. I wonder why. I wonder why he didn't take the horse. Is he saving Tycho for the sword? Does he think he can get some sword play in? Well, we'll find out. Peter activates Sam, takes the horse. Okay. Is John going to boot down? Looks like it. So he's movement 7 now. Oh, field control comes out. We got a field control, people. Field control number 1. Okay, so the question is, what will Peter do? What would I do? So you got to weaken something, and that thing may shift. Is it still worth weakening John? I think it is. Because of the double attack on the hunters, I would probably weaken them and just shift them down because he wants to get John into it as fast as possible. But looks like Peter may not be doing that. He's looking to hover around his Ranger Vanguard. Yeah, I feel like Brett put the stakes up. Oh, good point. He can block Sentinel. But, are you getting attacked round 1, though, is the question? Good point. That's a good point, Jor. Like, whenever I question why a Targaryen player is not taking horse, it's probably because they have field control. It's a very good point. So he did shift over the Cav, which is a bit surprising. He didn't even shift them up. I guess when you're outnumbered that bad. Yeah, it's got to be for the watch. I don't feel like Sentinel would... But I don't think he's getting attacked right now, the thing. You don't think he'll have a chance to use Sentinel because it's too early. Like, there's no way Peter lets him take the sword here, I don't think, right? Like, I don't know if he's in range even, but there's no way Peter just lets him get himself shot by the sword. I don't think. Yeah, so he is in range to shoot. So Peter's got to put Jor on the sword, right? And replace for the watch card, probably. Yeah, so there we go. Jor goes down. He's going to search through his deck. I would personally pull out for the watch, probably. You might look for a shield, perhaps, early game. But for the watch is probably the safer bet. It's like sudden charge when on 2 zones. Like, it's so good. And 1 field control is down, so you have less fear of the horse turning into a field control. All right, what we got? He put it into his hand, pulls it out. Oh, wow. He pulled up, and now his watch is ended. That is a very interesting card to pull out, considering how few combat activations he has. Like, the only way he gets advantage out of this card is if he loses one of his other 2 units. And it's very interesting he puts it on the Watch Captain. Like, that kind of implies he thinks that this Watch Captain is going to be the last thing standing. He's going to lose either John or the Vanguard Rangers first. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like Brett cycled through Adravat. I have such a love-hate relationship with that card. I've had it used against me where, they've gotten an extra point, the critical blows made a difference. And I feel like I always get it early game, and I'm like, I can't use it, but at least I can cycle, which makes it very, very good. Oh my lord, look at this super aggressive move by Brett here. He's gone up huge, This reminds me of game one today, where Steve did the same thing, and it's really telegraphing like an assault orders into the flank here. So, I mean, what does Peter do with as a reaction? Does he activate the sword bros and either march out of the way or maneuver out of the way to avoid getting charged by? I mean, that's what Brett's threatening here, right? Brett is threatening an assault orders charge, which would be very powerful because it leads into a turn 2 sword activation. Yeah, it feels like assault orders. Tycho is not activated yet. The crown is still open. Field control does not stop for the watch. What? Oh, right, because you're targeted by the horse or something like that. Is that why? Bob, you don't have to type it out. I remember reading about this. You're right. Something about being targeted by the horse is what causes. George's like, and see, he might attack round 1, and this is where Sentinel would have been useful. But looks like Peter's reacting and activating the sword bros, and looks like he's walking out of range, I imagine. So Khal Drogo moves 6. Now you have to worry, Brett does have 4 cards. Assuming that one of them is assault orders, that leaves the other 3 cards to potentially be Fire and Blood. So to be safe, you want to be like, oh my gosh, is he moving the Ranger Vanguard as a blocker? Or is he just charging? Still dangerous. If you charge into Drogo, you're not going to do a lot of damage, and Drogo's going to go first with the sword next round. So that is very dangerous. I think he's going for the charge. This might be a mistake with a 5+ save unit. Sentinel and Intimidating Presence, right? Well, Intimidating Presence will cancel out Drogo's Iron Resolve, I suppose. We got a 2, so that should have been 8 inches. That should be enough. I mean, he's got a bunch of cards. He might have some sword or some shields. Like, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Why would he go 50-50? He's trying to minimize damage, right? He's got 2 units of Cav who are just going to swing hard 18 down here and into the flank. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I wonder if he has Watcher in the Wall, so that when Assault Orders counterattacks, it'll let the Sword Bros come closer to Drogo. You know what? I have lost Blood Riders before to repeated Sword Bro attacks. You can't mess around with that. However, the Sword Bros were protected by conscripts healing them, so it's a different case right now. All right, so do we have any card play? Do we have any cool cards? Do we got a sword coming down, maybe? Do we have a sword just for the extra attack? And there is. So no bonuses because they're already activated, unfortunately. Oh, but Berry Block. Uh-oh. Berry Block. Do we have a Berry Block? It looks like he's letting Berry stay on. He's letting the sword stay. Interesting. 8 attacks on 3s. Very interesting. What else could he be saving it for? I guess a shield? Shield's worse. Shield's worse. Shield is worse. Yeah, he's maybe saving Berry for a shield. You know, in hindsight, this is very good foresight from Brett's part. Only 6 hits. Kind of disappointing to put Berry onto the Vanguard. And not onto John. Okay, we got 6 saves on a 3+. Should be 2 wounds. Should be 2 wounds. We're expecting 2 wounds. I shouldn't say should. There's no should. We're expecting 2 wounds. Oh, the weak encounter. My bad. Forgot about the weak encounter. Weaken. Oh my lord, what a weaken. Only 2 hits. That is a powerful weaken right there. 1 wound does slip through. Morale is even. Iron Resolve being cancelled out by Intimidating Presence. So morale is even on the Drogo. Morale is even. And we got a pass. Cool. Okay. So that was his activation. He has 2 activations left. And how come Brett has so many more? 1, 2, 3, 4? There's a reroll there. But I feel like... Oh, this is Warcry. This would be Warcry. Yep. Okay, Warcry is in. Okay, hold on here. I feel like I miscounted something. Yeah, he's got 4 activations. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so this is now Brett's 4th. Then he's got 2 more, and then Brett has 3 more. That makes sense. Yeah, that adds up. That adds up. Okay. So Screamers moved up 6. It looks like they're going down hard 12 to flank around. I don't think they're going to grab any objectives, but I guess he's just making sure that he's going to get into the flank of these Ranger Vanguards on round 2. I thought the angle was a bit steep, but it does make sense to guarantee the flank, I guess. All right, so now, very interesting. Brett's no fool. He's not going to attack with assault orders until after the Sword Bros have activated. So I imagine Peter. I mean, this is a point where he might want to. Is he considering burning Gilly to gain an activation this round? That is worth considering, honestly. But he wants to save it for, of course, the round that Qhorin goes down. Man, he could pop Qhorin top of round 2 and freeze Drogo. No healing from Fuel by Slaughter. That'd be pretty big. That would be pretty big. Okay, so he's going to give up on the Watching the Wall potential, I guess, and he's just going to move towards Drogo and set up. Which makes sense. He was never going to get that charge in. Brett would never attack with Drogo until it was completely safe to do so. Whoa, what's going on here? Is this a charge? Did he see? What? He could have seen. I guess he could have. Yeah, that's true. He made the charge. Wow, through the wood. Okay. I didn't check the measurement there. I guess 4 is sufficient. Bit of a long bomb, but he's in. This could really hurt. You know, the sword would have been better used here, obviously. Now they'd have 8 attacks, hitting on 3s. But, you know, I wonder if this sword was used as a bait to try and block Barry. Very interesting. Oh, man, this is such a big play because Drogo can kill the activation. Right? Is he popping his order for the vulnerable? He hasn't. Why would he not pop the order for vulnerable? Why would he not pop the order for vulnerable? He should, right? I don't think they get an extra attack any other way. I don't think he would get an attack any other way. He should totally pop that vulnerable. From the Martial Prowess order? Oh yeah, there he is. He's pulling out some order tokens to show that. Yep, vulnerable. There it is. Okay, 4+. Oh, brutal roll. 5 fails already. 6 fails already. And the vulnerable token, this is a pretty big hit. Oh, no, misroll. Misroll. Should have only rolled those 2, I imagine. What are they going to do here? Oh, you know what? Sorry, I'm dumb. He had a 3+ save there. He had a 3+ save there. Yeah, because of the woods, right? So he was down to a 4+ save, not a... He was down to a 3+ save. Yeah. That wood. I forgot about the woods. My bad. So he only took 1 wound with the vulnerable token. That is pretty huge. Yeah, so his solid orders is really big now because he can shank the Watch Captain and kill an activation straight up. And that's going to give Barry a lot of freedom now to block important vows instead. So, will Tycho pull out an Assault Orders? And Assault Orders. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. Now the question is, will? Yep, it's going for it. Going for the watch captain kill. Here we go. Watch captain kill. Big roll. Oh, shank and activation. Rough. 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 Shank and activation. Yeah, those threes really terrified me for a second, but I forgot about the wood. The wood canceled out the thing. Oh man, that is a big hit onto Peter. The regular attacks from the Outriders. Oh, from the Blood Riders, sorry. They hit all 7 times. What? Who needs rerolls, Brett? And now 7 saves on those Sword Bros. This is going to be pretty ugly, because he will pretty much heal those 2 wounds he just took. John needs to come in and save the day, but look at these stakes. These stakes are in a good position to block any kind of counterplay. Bad roll on Peter's part 2, 5 wounds. Unfortunate roll, I should say. Not bad roll, unfortunate roll. And yeah, he's going to heal up all the damage he just took. And it's not looking pretty. Panic at even. Panic is a pass. Good hard pass. Okay. So now it's up to Peter. Peter has 1 activation left, and Brett will have 2. Like he's just going to shoot arrows and then take a sword and finish them. And that's going to be big because it means that he won't even get to use now his watch is ended. Ouch. Painful turn. Can't complain about dice. Hey, Carlo, how's it going? It's still round 1, and it's crazy how much damage has been done to the Night's Watch already. Yeah, it's going to look pretty bad. A shot into a round 2 sword activation is probably going to kill those Sword Bros, and he's going to be down 2 activations, essentially. He'll be down to Rangers, Ranger Vanguard, Ranger Hunters, Ranger Vanguard, and handful of NCUs, but yeah, losing his 10-point double activation is going to be pretty huge. Yeah, and John's just too slow. Even with Qhorin Halfhand, he is too far out of the game to participate, and these stakes are going to be a huge hindrance. So his prediction is that Drogo's going to kill this unit, and then he's trying to set up a counter charge of some sorts, but it's just not good. That's exactly what Blood Riders want. They want you to engage them, especially if John's unit, his commander's unit, is engaging them. It leaves the whole table open for the other units to just capture the objectives. So yeah, this game, oh man, it's going to be a lot of work for Peter to get back in. Yeah, so it looks like John's just coming in to try and save the day, but this might be the wrong play. You're just sending more meat into the blender. And, like, Drogo can just shank John. Like, this is not good. This is not good. Yeah, he might have been... It's kind of lame, but he might have been better off just either pushing hard down the flank to engage the Outriders, or maybe even sitting on a node. Like, it's a losing play either way, but... sending the Hunters into Drogo is not good either. You're not scoring any points, and you're just actually letting John get killed by Drogo. He is 1 assault orders down, though. He is 1 assault orders down. He's now playing a swift reposition to push the veterans up a little bit. Man, Brett went through a lot of cards this round. He's going to go through. He played 4 cards. Pretty good. So Brett is maneuvering up 6, and he might even get a shot here. He might be able to move 6, shift 2, and be in range of 6 again. Yeah, I think he is. That shift from swift reposition probably put him in range to shoot. Like, he can shift, he can move another 6, shift 2, and shoot 6. Oh, he's marching. He's going for the full march. Interesting. I don't know if he needed to do that. I think a double maneuver into a shot would be insufficient. But yeah, this is really kind of just closing out all options on the Ranger Vanguard here. So I think Brett is down to his last activation, which is the Outriders. I imagine he's just going to shoot in combat and deal some damage to these Sword Bros. I should probably open my Discord in case they have a rules question. They do not. Okay. He did a big heal. Oh, from Stanier Brothers, I guess? He pulled off from John's own unit to keep him alive. Yep. So hold on. Yeah, so he removed 3 to heal 3? Okay, fair. Yeah, he didn't kill 4 because he wanted to be on full ranks to get maximum attack dice. And he discarded fire because he didn't feel any panic tests. Fair. Looking for some shield. Ooh, he did a hard... Okay, hold on here. 12... Did he go through his whole opening hand? This is 12, 16... I don't know. Actually, I didn't see how many he drew there. Okay. Wait, hold on. They went to round 2. Did they forget... Did they already move? Oh, you know what? I got confused. I think he forgot to put the activation counter on. I thought these guys had a shot still. But I guess they used their maneuver, their activation, just to get behind the stakes. The no clicking of buttons has confused me. Okay, so opening action. Brett looks like he's going in hard with the Outriders, which is very interesting. Like, that's not what I expected. I would have expected some tactics board play first. Some Berry just to stop any cards or... Okay, so what is Brett trying to set up here? Is he trying to set up a rear shot? I don't think he can get there. Maybe? Okay, so that was a 6. It's going to be really tight. I don't think so. I don't think 2 inches gets into the back. Okay, taking the shot into the flank. Did he pop Jorah's order? He did. So rerolls and precision. Oh, 3 precision already. That is rough. I'm assuming that's Jorah's order. Yeah. Okay. Holy cow! 6 precisions. Okay, for the record, Brett cannot complain about dice. It's a good start for 2022 for Brett. 6 precisions and a hit. What? Yeah, sorry, Carlo. They did ask, and I did say he does not have to. I think, referred back to Sunal's post, and I think the implication is that he doesn't have to activate round 1. I mean, it would be great if they actually clarified how Gilly worked exactly, but I think the understanding is that, no, you don't have to activate her in round 1. That was an insane shot. I didn't even check the armor save. It's a fail, though. They have a 6+ save in the flank, right? So, yeah, that was insane. Brett, when you watch this video, no complaining about dice. 6 precisions is not cool. Looks like the panic was passed. I don't know why Brett rolled dice. Maybe he's doing a war cry or something. Oh, he's doing Fire and Blood. Fire and Blood for the charge. Yeah, that should be dead. 7 attacks into the flank with the vulnerable token. That should be dead. Yeah. Oh, disorderly though. Oh, there's a hope. Why do the dice give Peter hope? There is hope. Oh, it doesn't matter, right? Because Jorah's got rerolls anyway. Yeah, Jorah already did the order, so the rerolls... So no more cards, no overrun, I guess, but no card play. Okay, that was a pretty bad starting roll. He only needs to do, 2 more hits. With the vulnerable token, they should be dead. Okay, 2 precisions and 3 hits. That's pretty much dead. Yeah, this might be a very quick one, folks. This might be a very quick one. He took a dice out. Why would he take out 1 dice? I don't know. It should be 3 saves on 6s. Why is he rolling 4 dice? Am I crazy? I don't think it matters. Okay, no 6s. That unit should be dead. That's a point. Oh, he's got the John card? The attack once before you die card? Maybe? He won't live, but he might get some damage in. Oh, there it is. It shall not end until my death. Yeah, he gets one attack, but it won't do much. What should he attack into? Oh, man, doesn't really matter. You know, part of you wants to be the hero and attack Drogo, but with 3+ save, you're just not going to kill him. Not do enough damage to make it matter, I should say. But it won't do enough damage against the veterans either, unfortunately. Only 3 hits. Yeah, I think Bob asked a question about that, and he kind of avoided answering some of the implications because, yeah, the start of turn part is the real issue for sure, because it opens up so many of the important start of turn stuff, supply aid, and what's the other one? Supply aid, and the watch captain ordnance, of course. Okay, so we see that he passed the panic test from the last attack from It Shall Not End. So those Ranger Vanguard should be dead. So now Peter is down to 5 activations versus 7. Brett's at 1. Okay, Overrun cannot be played because you rolled a 1 for the charge. That unit is now activated. They did their quick shot. That was an insane quick shot with Jorah's order. Jorah MVP there, for sure. Okay, so what do you do as Qhorin? He didn't freeze anything either. You know, it's interesting. Don't know if he forgot to. I would have definitely considered freezing Drogo, but you know what? It's not even worth it anymore because you can't bring that many attacks onto Drogo anymore. Without a watch captain, you just can't attack enough. It would have been tempting to do so, but without a watch captain, you just can't attack enough into Drogo. Okay, so we put a vulnerable on. I don't know how. And he's attacking. Oh, he's doing the sword bros. He's just doing their activation, I guess. And I think he's rolling too many dice. Oh, he's got sword. Is that what? Oh, he's doing the Now's Watch Has Ended. Ah. Okay. So he's doing the Now's Watch Has Ended attack. So the free attack, he might get enough damage through now. So he's got 3 wounds, vulnerable, rerolls, into 4 pluses. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. He took the sword as well, so that's why he's got the extra dice. So that was half the damage. He needed the vulnerable to push that extra damage through, and he won't get it now on his actual activation. And Drogo passes panic. But this is as weak as Drogo is going to get. If Qhorin has the second sword, it would be humongous if he could play it here. If Qhorin has a second sword and he takes the sword and attacks and Drogo's not activated and he gets the vulnerable again, that would be absolutely huge. Second sword would kill Drogo, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the veterans have backed up. All right, I want to see what Qhorin does. Does Qhorin have the second sword? Now, to be fair, he doesn't get rerolls to hit, which he just did. So even with sword, it'd be very dicey. But who knows? With that panic token, you might kill Drogo, and that would be a moral victory. Like, he's still probably going to lose the game because he is so out-activated and there's so many objectives to be captured, but at least he could say, whoa. Oh, we got a Tycho. Yeah, Brett was having none of that. Brett's like, nope, we are going to Tycho that away. He's up to 11 wounds again, and you are not killing Drogo anymore. All right, what was that? For the watch? For the watch! We got a for the watch. Sword and horse are open, but no. Oh, see, if Peter had some foresight, he may have shifted this unit over, and then with for the watch, may have gotten a charge in. Maybe he couldn't have shifted because that's where the Cav were, and they would have been adjacent to the veterans, perhaps. Yeah, for the watch is not going to be great here. So what do? Do you just take the sword and pray for the best? Yeah, all the NCUs are off. Yeah, that was a big tycho. Yeah, yeah, it's arguable that leaving tactics board spots open gives your opponents multiple activations, right? So yeah, it's kind of after killing the watch captain. Okay, he does go for the swords, and he's doing it with Qhorin as well. So Qhorin will not be able to sacrifice himself. When is he going to use a sacrifice if not this round? Like the game's kind of almost over. So he's taking the sword, and is he going for a shot? What? He's 9 inches away, so it's not possible because the shift is unaffected by the +1 movement of Qhorin. I don't know what he's planning here. Is he going for a charge? Oh, he's going for a charge before the watch. Oh. Ah. Okay, this is actually not that bad. So 10 inches means he needs to roll a 3. But it's not good. You're charging through the wood. So you're going to be giving him a 2+ save. Yeah, it's not going to do a lot of damage. It is a free attack, to be fair, right? It's a free attack off the sword. But it's just not going to do a lot of damage with the 2+ save. And it's funny because he put down the force himself, which is now coming to bite him in the butt. He's rolling panic? Oh no, that's a charge dice. Okay, so he made the charge. At least he's got that. No vulnerable token, so he's making 2+ saves, as far as I can tell. What else does For the Watch do? It's just a charge, right? I guess he had a reroll as well when he played For the Watch. Okay. He's got a second sword. Okay, all right, but it's still a 2+ save. 2+ rerolls, still not going to be a lot of damage. Now, I hope he proves me wrong. I like the game to be spicy, but we will see. Okay, so it should be 7, 8, 9 dice now between Boldness and Courage and Sword of the Darkness. 9 dice hitting on 3s, roof rerolls, but a 2+ save should blunt most of that damage. Hey, but stranger things have happened. Who knows? All right, pretty good start. He's rolling 10 dice. Oh, Qhorin as well. That's right. So 7, Boldness and Courage, Sword of the Darkness. Qhorin is 10 dice. That's actually pretty damn good. He needs to re-roll. Brett's like, don't forget. Oh, Peter's like, don't forget the wood. Did he re-roll the miss? I guess so. 9 hits on a 2+. Oh, he did not. Okay, so 9. Still 9. 9 2+ saves. Terminator armor for the Blood Riders. He'll be lucky. He'll be unlucky to take like 3 wounds out of this. 2+. Oh, there's a couple 1s. There's 2 1s. Will he vulnerable now? You probably should not. You should probably save it for the arrow shot. No! Is he making a reroll? Because you can retreat to the flank and take a shot from the flank. Like, not... He did roll 2 more 1s, but still, like a flank shot would have been probably more effective. Right? Because you can retreat to the flank, take a shot. Yeah, I don't know. That... Not great, in my opinion. He's taken, what, 4 wounds? 5 wounds? Passes the panic. He would take 3. He's got to roll 4. Yeah, it's 1 in 12 chance. Doing the math earlier today to roll. Actually, no, hold on. 4 is 1 in 6. Never mind. Yeah, to roll a 4 or less is 1 in 6. Is he going to keep the panic? With these dice being 3 and 4, you probably should. He's doing the retreat. Good retreat roll. Yeah, I think he should have saved the vulnerable for the flank shot, personally. Most of the time you can't do this, right? Because when I mean, I'm pretty sure even with retreating backwards. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I was going to say that normally you can't get a flank shot because you pivot, but then they pivot before you shoot, I believe. But since they're tied up with the sword bros, they can't pivot, and you get a free flank. Now, it's interesting. He rolled a 5 for his retreat, so it gives him a lot of movement, actually 12 inches because of Qhorin. So 12 inches gives them some interesting options, because they have not yet activated, and they could collapse into the flank of... I mean, that's too far, right? Oh, no, it's not. They could collapse into the flank of these Outriders. And you know what? It's kind of cool, but because that retreat makes sure that Drogo won't be there to shank Jon. That's actually not bad. This is like a pretty cool position. You will... Oh, but you know what, though? You can't quick fire again. You'd only get a flank charge. You wouldn't get the double attack. Unless he doesn't shoot. Oh! Okay, you know what? Maybe I completely misgauged Peter's intentions here. Maybe he used the vulnerable because he never intended to shoot Drogo. He always planned to retreat into here and do the double attack onto these veterans who've already committed their action. However, the horse is still open, and Brett can still... Oh, that's so sad. Brett can just use the horse to get away. Like, this looks so good. This looks so good, but Jon might actually be stranded. If Brett takes the horse and moves 6 directly away, it actually makes it a bit of a tough charge. Eesh. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder how Brett's going to react to this. He's definitely in the flank. Does Brett just maneuver away with the horse? Does Brett just maneuver away with the horse? Oh, he's taking the shot now? Interesting. I mean, just as good. Great, just as good to take the shot now, I guess. It's not as good because he has healing opportunities, I guess. Yeah, that's tough. Alright, so we should have 8 shots, I believe. No, 9 shots, right? 9 shots because of Qhorin. Qhorin gives you 1 dice for everything. Yeah, so 9 shots due to Qhorin. Pretty cool. 9 shots hitting on 3s into the flank. This could be pretty painful. 6 hits, to be expected. Good numbers here. 6 saves on 6s, and Tycho has been popped. This is actually a very dangerous situation. If Brett doesn't maneuver away, that unit will die. 5 wounds. 5 wounds. Because, yeah, they're throwing like 10 dice in the charge. Pretty rough. Passes the panic with ease. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. What does Brett do? Does Brett maneuver away? Does he take a heal? What does Brett do as a reaction to that? Brett is blue. Yes. Okay. Yep, that's true. That is absolutely true. If that's what he meant to do, I mean, yeah, he should have denied the ability to retreat. Which really makes you think, oh, hold on. We got some card play. Lead by example is used to cycle, I imagine? Yes, it's being used to cycle. Yeah, good point, Carlo. You know, if Peter had planned that out, he should have denied him the opportunity to get away with the horse, which he is now. So looking at it closely, they are 3 and change away, so they should be 9 and change away. So let's say 10. 10, this unit has a movement of 7. It's actually only a 3+ charge to make it in. It's actually not that bad. Unless Brett does some weird shenanigans here to deny a charge. I don't know if he can, though. Yeah, 6-inch maneuver. I don't think he can do anything tricky to block. Maybe? I don't know. I doubt it. Nah, there's no way. I don't think he can move 6 and be funny with it. He's not moving directly away either. Very interesting. Why would he move that angle, I wonder? Why would Brett move at that angle? 6 wounds left. This unit charging in throws 10 dice on a 5+ save. I don't know what that did. I don't know what that did. Why would you maneuver there? That seems odd to me. You're not trying to not get charged. He's putting Barry there? He's putting Barry there. I mean, if I was Peter, I would probably just charge in. Brett doesn't like it. Okay, Brett doesn't like it. Yeah, that unit moves 7. 7 is pretty darn fast. Okay, did they... Oh no! This is definitely not accurate. I wonder why Brett didn't just hit recall. Oh man, Brett's actually shorting himself some distance. He should be 10, like 9.5 away roughly. I guess it's pretty close. Okay, it's pretty close. Okay, it's gonna be a pretty big roll. This is a 3+ charge to make it in now. Now, is there any other options for Peter? I mean, there's no pressure to take this charge right away, right? Brett can get more distance with a swift reposition. He's already played one. Like if Peter's feeling greedy, he can try and put down a token on them, like vulnerable, to guarantee the kill. So Sam activates. Yeah, there's no pressure. If you take the envelope, you also take away opportunities for Brett to draw swift reposition, and he would have played it by now. Oh, he's taking the heal. Interesting. Okay. All right. Didn't expect that. Oh no! If Brett draws swift reposition, oh dear. I mean, I'm not against Brett. I'm just rooting for a close game. Brett's pretty in control of this game, I'd say. But yeah, if that draws into swift reposition, that'll be much sadness. And we're gonna see it. If we see it, it's gonna be at the start of this activation right here. He'd be like, and did he weaken? Oh yeah, you are not killing that unit anymore, bro. Not good. Okay, he's taking it slow. Oh, what's this? Blood of the dragon. Okay. Whew. Thought that was swift reposition. All right. So it looked like he was putting Qhorin to the crown for a crown zap. Crown zap, unfortunately, just not that good against targets, so it's a bit of a long bomb play. Yeah, I feel like he should have just gone for the charge. Or taken the envelope himself to not be weakened and to put a vulnerable on the Outriders, and to deny the chance of swift reposition being drawn. The heal, he didn't really need it. Okay, so, Peter. Do you delay more, or do you just charge him? I mean, unfortunately, his teeth have been blunted. You know, with that weaken token, he's not likely to deal 6 wounds anymore. All right, George's going down. Now, little known fact, if he doesn't fish, he has to swap a card. What card is on these sword? I guess, yeah. If he doesn't swap to find a card, he's got to swap a card over. And if only 2 units to juggle cards with, it's not that great. So he's considering. Okay, so he's going. What's with this dance? Okay, he's taking the crown, and he's searching. Okay, so what could he be searching for? I mean, you're probably looking for a shield, right? Ooh, but Barry is on this unit here, so that would... He's doing a Watcher. Oh, reroll charges. Pretty smart. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Yeah, you definitely can't attach a shield here because Barry's here. So now it's the 3 was the reroll. Very good odds. Yeah, it's just too late. Like, the weaken's going to blunt all the damage. Now, Peter is first next round. He may kill those veterans, but he just doesn't have enough resources left, unfortunately, to pull it through. Oh, that pivot definitely touched the spikes. So Brett got a bit too close. Unless he's got unstoppable advance. which he hasn't played yet, so presumably no. Though, of course, the wounds at this point is kind of inconsequential since Peter has so few units to attack with. He's doing a maneuver. Oh, is he doing ride by attack? Do not tell me he's doing ride by attack. Oh my god, he is. I think he's doing a ride by attack. I mean, it gives him a chance. He'll be doing 4 wounds to the Sword Bros, and that puts them in killable range of Drogo with Warcry. I don't see why else he would consider doing that. I mean, Jorah's not bad. You know, Jorah can move 60 here, and then March 12 just clipping this unit. That might be good enough. Okay, so that was not a pivot through the stakes. What is Brett going to do? So I think Brett's got a ride by attack. The way he's kind of shuffling between these 2 units feels like a ride by attack. Oh, that's Qhorin. Okay, so yeah. Peter, as Brett's considering his move, is just organizing his cards. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, if he's got ride by attack, he should really move towards the unit 6 to make sure he's got more distance to clear the unit. And that's exactly what Brett does. Yeah, feels like a ride by. We got a ride by, people. Oh. Alright. And ride by attack, right? He's not charging in. Oh. That will clip. He should be able to clear, I imagine. Yeah, ride by attack is really hard to land, unfortunately, but Jorah makes it easier because of his small trait. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. No, and this is the annoying part. I mean, if you're not playing a TTS also, it's super hard to, like, measure this properly. Yeah, but I don't think Brett can clear an inch. You cannot. That is not an inch, sir. That is not an inch. Yeah, I guess the fear is that if you clip the unit back here, you might be in line of sight of these hunters, perhaps. Okay. So he's coming at this angle, and I mean, yeah, it's still tough. Even with the small solo tray, it's tough to execute this properly. Maybe. Yeah, that might clear. He's going to end up way back here. It should clear. Oh, this is bringing back memories of mammoths from 1.6. Which I never got to play in person, thankfully. And never had to use against a person in real life, thankfully. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely an inch. That's going to be 4 wounds away. Do we see it pull out a hand? Did not yet. There it is, ride by attack. Okay. So 4 wounds, pretty great. You know, just ignore saves. No panic test, but they were going to probably pass panic anyway. But yeah, 4 wounds is pretty good. Pretty good, straight up. Okay, Peter's go. I mean, he's now lost a rank. He's throwing only 5 dice now on these Sword Bros. 6 dice, I guess, with the Sword of the Darkness. Do you attack before Drogo just obliterates you? Probably. Like, Drogo's not going... I mean, this unit's not going anywhere, right? Like, he would have played Swift Reposition by now if he had it. I say attack with the Sword Bros before Drogo attacks you and just brings you down to 1 rank where you can't fight. Alright, so Peter is going for the charge, so it's a 10, so it's a 3+ with the reroll. But again, I think this is a misplay because Drogo, once he activates, will drop a rank. And if you're going to try and get some value, you want to do it while they have full ranks. This unit outright is not, Veteran's not going anywhere. He's playing Stand United again. Is he pulling models off the Sword Bros onto John? You don't have to pull one to get a... Yeah, I guess so. There it is. He pulls off one to heal 3 on John. Yeah, it's going to be John fighting the world in a second. Did he did he do a free heal? I don't feel like he removed a model. Am I crazy? Yeah, he needs to kill one guy there, I think. Alright, I guess something happened. He healed only +2, right? So you could kill 0, heal 2, but he healed 3. So I feel like he should have killed 1. Alright, we got the Sword Bros attacking? Yes. Okay, cool. Good. Yeah, so they got 4 hits. Sundering straight up. 4 saves on 4 up. Ooh, good roll. Only fails 1. Panic at +1 for Iron Resolve. Is a pass. Guess that we've got their activation in. And it's back to Brett. So Brett has Archers, Drogo, NCUs. No, NCUs are done, my bad. And Screamers. Did Brett's... Oh, it's only round 2. Yeah, round 2 and so much blood. So much blood. Okay, we got another Blood of the Dragon going down, looks like. Or no, I think he played this earlier. It's the same card. Yeah, it's the same card. Okay. Nope. Throwing some dice. This is 6 dice. Oh, it's Drogo's unit. Okay, so he's just doing the free kill plus 6 attacks. He's doing a Warcry first. Warcry is good. I mean, it's possible. Field Panic could kill them. Okay, we got 4 hits. 4 hits on 4s. Yeah, he would need to max damage the Panic fail here. He would need to kill all 4 with the melee attacks and max damage Panic. Oh no, I guess 1 less because of the Drogo. Expert Duelist. Okay, so he's got a pretty good start. He should vulnerable, why not? There's more ink. He shouldn't. There's no point. Because if he doesn't kill him, the Outriders can really benefit from that vulnerable token. And max damage Panic for the kill. He's thrown away 1 fire that burns in the cold already, so we'll see what happens. How many cards do you left? He's got 11 cards. 9 cards played or in hand by the end of round 2. It's pretty good. Oh! Reroll the 3. 1 in 3 chance of dying. Oh dear. 1 in 3 chance of dying. 1 in 3. Here we go. Okay, they're good. They're good. Whew. They're good. They're good. And Drogo gets a big 3 wound heal out of that. Pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Okay, back to Peter. Okay, the tactics board is fully set, right? So he's just down to John. So John, 3+ charge into the veterans. No cards in hand. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a 2+ charge, actually. The 2+ charge, again, I think Brett mismeasured. He lost some distance there. So 2+ the reroll because of Watch on the Wall. He's good. Okay, now it is 10 dice. It is 10 dice. He is only 6 wounds on a 5+ save. Despite the weakened token, they can die. Despite the weakened token, they can die. Okay, so we got 7. John is 8. Sword is 9. And Peter is 10. Not Peter, Qhorin. Peter's name is Qhorin. 10 dice on 3s, rerolls both ways. We've got 6 wounds to knock down here. 6 wounds. Can Peter get some points back into the game? It's a decent start. 8 hits. 8 hits translates into hopefully 10 hits. Oh, he's got the full 10. So even with the reroll, he should get like 7 hits. A bad armor roll could kill those veterans. Pretty good. Wow, 8 hits. They have a good chance of dying. They have a pretty good chance of dying here. All right, here we go. 8 saves, 5 up. Oh, they're dead. Oh, Peter's on the board. Peter is on the board, people. He's got to kill. He's got to kill. It's going to be John fighting everything, but he's got to kill. Yeah, you know, Rich, what's his face? Bob mentioned that field control doesn't change for the watch. I think it's because if you are targeted by the horse, I have to double check the wording of it, but he was saying that field control does not cancel for the watch. I have to double check the wording of it. I remember reading something about that. All right, technically it's 1-1. Despite all that, it's only 1-1. Lots of action. Lots of action. Okay, so John has activated, so Peter is pretty much done. It's up to the Screamers and the Outriders now to do some damage. What do I do if I'm Brett? I mean, if the Screamers can make it into the flank here, and we can kind of do an estimate. I mean, it's not impossible. These guys could get into the flank. They will probably kill these Sword Bros. I wonder if Peter puts himself in a position to block their flank to stop that from happening. Like he's aiming behind them. Actually, that's not a bad play, because if you go directly beside them, you can't flank them. He needs to leave a little bit of overhang right here, and he will not be able to flank with the Screamers, which is pretty cool. And then he's got the Outriders left. The Outriders... Uh-oh. That's not going to stop the flank charge. He needs to do a literal 180 here. Like a literal 180. Where did Barry go? Oh. Barry got discarded. What did Barry block? I wonder what did Barry block. Maybe there's another card that Peter played that I didn't see that stopped. I wonder if he stopped a shield. Yeah, 4 cards there. I don't know. Maybe he stopped a shield from being played at some point. But why would you ever play shield knowing Barry's going to block it? Unless you had a backup plan? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this blocks the flank anymore. I think this leaves the flank open. If he had gone a little bit tighter, he could have stopped the flank. Now, it looks like the charge is pretty far. Well, I shouldn't say that. You move 6, you're probably 15, 16 away, which is a 3+ or 4+ charge. To John, it's 15, 16, so that's a 4+ charge. But I would totally, would I? I mean, if I was in Brett's position, I'd be pretty confident. So I would probably just start racking up points on objectives, but maybe not. You know, you put yourself on objectives, you get shot by arrows. Maybe just go for the kill. So he's shifting sideways to avoid the stakes, taking some shots into their front. That's true, and you know what? These Outriders might be enough. With the vulnerable token, could easily be enough. And then it's going to be John versus everything. That was pretty good. Pretty good. 6 hits is probably 3 dead. It's probably 3 dead without a vulnerable, let alone with the vulnerable. Yeah, no complaining about dice, Brett. No complaining about dice. These Sunday Slaughter dice have been amazing. And dead. Alright, so they're dead. There goes a sword. There's no watch. There's no and now I was watching the new card, right? He does get a 4-wound heal out of that too, I think. He rolled some panic dice. Oh, because he shot into combat. Right. Oh, and he failed. Wow. He failed with the panic token reroll because he rolled a 1. That's pretty good. So they're actually getting this backwards. Hold on. Oh, he only took 1 wound because of Blood of the Dragon, but I think he forgot the heal. Oh, he doesn't get the heal. I'm dumb. The heal is only from melee combat, not from shooting into combat. Yes. Yeah, so, yeah, Blood of the Dragon, these guys are very hard to kill with Panic Now. Very hard to kill. The lack of token confused me. So it's now Screamers, and then that's it. And then over to Peter's first activation, which will probably be a charge into combat. And then you probably have to sacrifice Peter to stop Drogo. I don't know. It's tough. You know, I don't want to count Brett out or Peter out because hunters can do magical things with their double attack, but it's not looking good. So the Screamers just kind of shuffle. Brett scores the middle. Peter's still pivoting for some reason. Not sure what's going on there with the pivot because that unit should have been done a while ago. But it looks like the end of the round. And it's going to draw some cards. Oh, man. Yeah, that 6 precision was pretty good with rerolls. Okay, so Brett chucked away Overrun. Yep, nothing left to overrun into. Brett has gone through 12 of his 20 cards by the start of round 3. Pretty good. Peter's gone through 13 of his 20 cards by the start of round 3. Insane. That tells you a lot about the power of both decks, right? Like, both decks have great triggers, let you play a lot of cards. Drogo's deck lets you cycle with a bunch of his commander cards. Yeah, like top of 3, and they both into the bottom third of their decks pretty much. Pretty good. Okay, so Peter starts off with is Now's Watch has ended. Why? Does that even do anything? I guess it empties his hand so he can recharge more. I don't know. This card literally does nothing. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Does Qhorin count? Oh my gosh, Qhorin counts, doesn't he? That is so silly. Oh my gosh, this is some shenanigans here. So he is playing this card first, sacrificing Qhorin for a free attack? That is nuts. That is nuts. So he's freezing Drogo and using for Now's Watch has ended. I have heard about this, but I've never seen anyone do it. It's like the mystical, sacrifice into Now's Watch has ended play. I've never seen this actually happen before. That is pretty interesting. Night's Watch magic, sure is. Wow. Yeah, I've never. I just don't often see Qhorin as a thing. 6 points is a lot for an NCU. I mean, he's great. He is really strong, but 6 points strong, that is questionable. The other part is, as so many things in Night's Watch, it's just that as good as he is, it's like there's so many great things in Night's Watch that are probably more points efficient that he's not always the optimal choice. But, he's very interesting here. This is the turn where Peter probably pops Gilly as well to retain dominance over the tactics board. So what is he doing here? They're measuring ranges. He can't charge out of it. He can only take a shot. See, I wonder if there's a better way to have played that. If he has this combo, why not? When is the trigger for this card? Yeah, why not play For the Watch onto the swords? And then at the start of the enemy turn, play this card, sacrifice Qhorin. Oh, when do you sacrifice Qhorin? Oh, at the start of any turn. Yeah, so you can do it on the enemy turn. Like, it would have been probably way better to I guess it doesn't really matter, right? No, you want the melee attack. I was going to say, like, when you get this free attack from Now's Watch has ended, you want the melee attack, because that's 10 dice. Oh, no, 9 dice, because Qhorin's not influencing them anymore. Yeah, because it's 8 shots versus 9 dice. Whoa, hold up. He's using Now's Watch has ended as a maneuver, or a march, is it? Yeah, okay, interesting. And he's using it to propel himself into the flank? Is that the deal? And then he takes swords into a flank charge? I mean, he might go after the... looks like he's going after the Screamers. He's going after the Screamers. He's doing a march into a charge, into a retreat quickfire. I mean, that could kill him. Oh my god. Is Peter doing it? Is this one unit going to just solo his whole army? Is this one unit of Hunters going to solo the entire Targaryen army? We've heard of it, but we've never didn't know it existed. Yeah, the timing is... I mean, it looks like he's doing it as a march, right? So that does make sense, right? He's using it as a way to get into position to attack the Screamers, because a double attack with the Screamers... Is he considering his options here? I mean, you could kill Jorah straight up, right? You can use this to maneuver into Jorah and then just kill Jorah. That's a point, and you kill an activation for sure. I mean, it depends on your reasoning as Peter. Like, are you going for the win here? If you're going for the win with the big balls play, then you go after the Screamers. If you're going for like a minor loss kind of play, then you go after Jorah. I think he's going for the big balls play. I'd go big balls at this point. Yeah, I would just march into those Screamers, go off the sword or the horse. It depends on whether or not he knows, and it really depends on the interaction of For the Watch and... Okay, so I should read the card. It's right here. Yeah, when you're targeted by the horse. Oh, yeah, so you should totally play into the horse, because field control will not... Yeah, because you're still targeting them with the horse. Wow. Okay, so what's he doing here? He's checking. I mean, this is very interesting. Like, I wrote Peter off, but this unit is pretty juiced. It's pretty juiced, and it's got a lot of explosive potential here. I totally want him to go for the big balls play. March into their face, For the Watch into a charge, retreat and shoot. Do it! Oh, that's fair. That's true. Yeah, you don't want to give him the save. That's true. And you know what? You're right. You're right, Carlo. A 7-inch... is it 7-inch because of Watcher? Yeah. Right? Yeah, so they have a 7-inch maneuver. That's more than enough to get into range for a charge. You're right. Just maneuver into their front. Do it, Peter. Big balls. Yes! No! Oh, man. Peter is really indecisive here. I mean, I don't know. I think your options are either Jorah or the Screamers. You're not going to kill Khal Drogo. So you got to go into Jorah or the Screamers. Okay, let's entertain a world here where he goes after Jorah, right? If he goes after Jorah, he's not activated. He could kill Jorah, surge past Jorah. I mean... Oh, what's very interesting here, actually, is that I don't know what other cards he has in his hand. He's played both swords, though, I believe. So he can't put down tokens onto Khal Drogo. But if he went after Jorah, he would be in position to flank Khal Drogo. Right? You don't even need to shoot Jorah. You just charge him straight up. And then you would be in a position to flank Khal Drogo. Drogo is on 7 wounds, 8 wounds, and he's got heals coming, right? So, yeah, it's probably too ambitious. Come on, Peter. Let's do it. What's Peter? Oh, is Peter going for the front? What? What is going on? What is going on? Whoa! Is he shooting? Is he shooting into Khal Drogo? After all that, oh, I'm disappointed. Oh no, 3 hits. No, Peter, it's not enough. Not enough, sir. Not enough. Yeah. Oh, he did feel 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. There are only 6 wounds left on Khal Drogo. Peter still has the full charge, retreat, shoot combo. He can even take a shot. If he knows about the way field control works, he could even just take a shot and then charge in. Or you try and pop 6 wounds right now with your, 17 attacks? 9 from the charge and 7 from the shot. Okay, he's going for the horse. Is there a field control? Where's Brett's hand? Brett's hand is falling asleep over here. That was a long think on Peter's part. But it's a very critical think, to be fair. He's going for the charge. What is going on? Wait, what? Is he going for the charge now on the Screamers? I mean, it's not that far. It's 11 with the reroll. There's a 4+ with a reroll. But still, Drogo is on 6 wounds. Like, this is the only time you'll get a chance to kill Drogo. After that, John can fight anything. Oh, Peter, what are you doing? Are you charging Screamers? Oh my god. You made it. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh my god, did you go through the wood? Okay, no. this game. Okay. Am I crazy? Should he not have charged Drogo in 6 wounds? My heart is like exploding here. I would have totally charged Drogo. You have 9 attacks, rerolling to hit, and then the shot. I mean, it's not that bad. I don't know. I do not know. I would have gone for it, man. That's the only way you get back. Because you're not... Why is he going through the wood? What's going on? Is he going through the wood? That's +1 save. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, here we go. So he made the charge in. Like, that is super greedy play. Oh, is he going for the super greed play of like killing these guys with the retreat and shoot, and then charging into Drogo's flank? He's trying to clean up 2 units. Wow. He's got the biggest balls. Okay. This should be 9 dice, right? No Qhorin influence means 9 dice, right? 7 plus John plus sword is 9. 9 dice. I mean, he needs a lot of hits on his shooting attack or a failed panic. No, it's an okay start. It's an okay start. It's actually to be expected. I shouldn't criticize. That's a good, decent start. To be expected. Excellent follow-up. 9 hits. 9 hits is typically 6 wounds. Typically 6 wounds. He needs a bad roll or a panic fail. That was a bad roll. Holy cow. 8 wounds suffered. 4 wounds left. Is Peter doing it? Is Peter doing it? Oh my god. Panic is passed. Okay, panic is passed. 4 wounds left on those Screamers. We gotta have a quick fire. Oh my lord. That was... Oh my lord. Brett has this game. It's 1 unit versus 4. But that unit is crazy. Okay. Okay, it should be 8 shots, I believe. 8 shots. Is he retreating? Okay, so he's retreating. I am curious about the direction. He's got 9 inches to work with. That is true. That is true. Yeah, he might be going for the super big balls play of charging into the flank of Drogo, but he's retreating backwards. I mean, the reality is charging through the forest means you negate the bonus anyway, but at least you would have an extra modifier in the panic test, I guess. So he's just shooting the front. Okay. He's moving, shifting forward. I mean, I feel bad for Brett. Brett has this game, and I'm sure he's sweating right now. Wait, what is going on? Is he shooting Drogo? Is he shooting Drogo? What is going on? Is he shooting Drogo? Like, should you not be trying to finish off a unit? Am I crazy? Okay, he's shifting towards the Screamers. Okay, he's doing some very... Okay, I think he's just trying to set up... Oh, okay. Yeah, pew. Whew. Okay. So he is shooting the Screamers, just positioning himself to get a flank down the road on Drogo, I guess. I feel like a retreat to the side would have probably achieved that. Man. Oh, man. He's being super precise here. So I think he's just trying to edge. I mean, if I was Brett, I would have just said nudge it an inch or half an inch or a pixel or whatever it was. It was so close. Right? Like, we know he's got the move to do it. You might as well just let him do it. Okay. Yeah, so just get him to edge over like a couple pixels. What's he trying to achieve here? He's trying to not get flanked by Jorah? Who cares? Man, I'm like Brett deserves this, quote unquote deserves this. He's got all the advantages here, but like everyone loves a David versus Goliath story. So I apologize, Brett, when you watch this. I'm not rooting against you. I'm just excited for crazy plays like this. Carlo, I know what you mean. Oh, man. I think he's just trying to be really tricky. Like, he is going to shoot the Screamers, but he's trying to put himself... Yeah, but this is ridiculous. This is a bit ridiculous, because we all know that Jon has the movement to do whatever movement shenanigans he's trying to do here. So, like, I mean, yeah, this is just a bit of a waste of time. Like, he wants to be in Drogo's flank, but be barely within 6. He clearly has the movement, so I would just let him nudge it into position instead of making him precisely do it each time. This is a bit much. And I'm not sure who it is. Maybe it's Peter just not being decisive about what he wants to do. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, what does this position do? What does this position do? I don't even know. All right. Can we shoot these Screamers? Can we see them take some arrows? So it should be 8 shots. What's the math say? 8 shots, 2 out of 3 hit, 2 out of 3 get through, so 4 out of 9. 32 over 9 is not quite 4 wounds. So the math says, but it's more than 3 wounds. It's like 3.5 wounds. Oh my god, 7 hits. Somewhere, Brett is crapping his pants. All right, so... Oh, Justice! He lives with a single wound! Oh my god, if he dies to panic... Oh my god! Oh my god, that was Justice though. That came out in the wash. That crazy roll to hit was bounced off by his crazy roll to save. Panic! Oh, he's good! He holds the line. But this unit is still not activated. That's the critical part. This unit is still not activated. What does Brett do? What does Brett do? That was pretty clutch. Okay, Barry onto John. It's too late, isn't it? Doesn't John already have all the cards that he needs? I guess he doesn't have shield yet, technically. What is Brett was just hovering over Drogo frantically here, like, do something, Drogo. I guess he can Warcry, right? It's not an action. Yeah, I think Qhorin only stops him doing actions. Cannot activate or perform actions. Yeah, so they can still pop Warcry. Pretty sneaky. And now, what does... So he took the sword, it looks like. Yeah, Barristan takes the sword. What does he do with the sword? Is he just blocking it to not get for the watched again? I think so. Now, what does Qhorin do? I mean, the safe play is just to charge, get the kill. The not so safe play is to like crown zap the screamers to death and then charge Drogo in the flank. But honestly, I would have probably charged Drogo in the front and shot him and hope to do 6 wounds with your mass attacks. I don't think it's completely unreasonable. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, so Gilly is activating, taking the crown. -1. Oh, Gilly killed the screamers. Oh dear. Gilly killed the screamers. Okay. Brett's like, screw this. I'm healing Drogo. Alright, so now, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? A flank charge is highly unlikely to kill Drogo, and Drogo's going first next. Wow. If only... Okay, he can put a vulnerable down. He can throw a vulnerable down and still get a flank. And, like, he could roll hot. He could roll hot, people. It's not impossible. Yeah, honestly. The tail of the one activation that's just, like, soloing the rest of Brett's army. Okay, so hold on here. Did they accurately measure this? I'm pretty sure they did. I'm sure he would have only been happy if he was on the line so he can get a flank charge in. Okay, so does Brett throw the Outriders in as a blocker to block the flank, right? That could be Brett's response. Doesn't throw Jorah. Oh, he didn't get a point. He should... Whoa. 4. What? Oh, yeah, he's at 2. And Brett is at 4. He killed 2 units. He scored this. That's 3. Should be 3, no? Am I crazy? Wait, do you count Qhorin's death as a VP? I don't think so, right? He has killed 2 units. He scored this once. That should be... Oh, he scored the objective here? I can't remember anymore. I feel like 4 is a bit odd. But I could be wrong. Okay, so it's Brett's turn. I think it's Brett's turn? Right? Brett zapped... No, Brett just took the envelope, drew some cards. Sorry, Peter zapped. Peter took the envelope, put the vulnerable token on, drew some cards. It's now Brett's turn. Brett can only activate Jorah or the Screamers. To me, the question is, do you use one of these as a sacrificial blocker to avoid the potential flank kill? If this unit gets a ridiculous flank kill on Drogo, Peter's right back in the game. Like, there's nothing Brett can do at that point to combat this monstrous Death Star, and he's doing it. He is literally, yeah, he's not sacrificing. Keep in mind, those Outriders should survive this attack, but he is saying, I cannot risk the death, and he's going to block with the Outriders. I mean, now Peter's kind of stuck. right? Peter cannot kill his Outriders, and he's going to be in a position to get flanked by Drogo if he engages. But what else can he do? You know, it's 4-2. He's down on points. Drogo's going to score in the middle, another 2 points. I mean, you got to hero charge in, I guess, and just pray that Drogo doesn't lop off Jon's head. Oh, you know what you can do? You can charge in and bounce out and make it so that Drogo can't attack you, I suppose. Okay, so in comes Jon, into the front. They have a 4+ save and good morale, so they're not going to take a lot of damage, even with 10 attacks, or 9 attacks. Yeah, so, yeah, I forgot that they can bounce out. So he's going to go here, he's going to bounce out, score some points maybe, which is risky because of the arrow shots and walls. Oh, but he can't bounce out. Oh, but... Man, targeted. Where's that unit card gone? Is Swift Strike targeting them? Yeah, I'd say so. This unit may perform a retreat action. I guess Swift Strike can stop the bounce out, or Barry can stop the bounce out. Okay, not a great intro set of attacks. Not a great. Rerolling, so 4 out of 9 so far. Ugh, only 6. Only 6. 6 on 4+ due to Fortified. Okay, a little under average in Brett's part 2. So 4 wounds taken. And then a panic at even. Oh, they failed. Take 2 more. Down to 6 wounds. And then we got Jorah. Jorah cannot claim a side objective. He risks getting killed by arrow fire, so Brett will likely not do that. He's just going to position himself to think about where can his order mark target, whatever it's called. Scout openings. I should say scout openings. When will that be the best use? And yeah, he tried quickfire out, and looks like Barry blocked it. And yeah, he's just coming forward. Peter's like, hey, you want the subjective? Brett's like, no. No, I don't think so. Yeah, the odds are super low, but that was the best opportunity he was ever going to get to kill Drogo. And now that you know, Drogo's safe, it's pretty much game. Right? Drogo's going to have a lot of chances to kill Jon. He's already got a points lead. Yeah, it should be game. But you know what? I don't want to write this unit off. And Night's Watch are crazy, so I don't want to say it's over. And you know what? He's also popped Gilly. Like, he's used a lot of resources, right? The problem is activations. You know, he literally has 1 combat activation and then... But you know what? I say it's 1 combat activation, but he's got For the Watch, which gives him lots of play on the board. So let's just think here. What does Brett do? I mean, it depends on his cards, but... Can he stop an attack? The only way he stops attack is by taking the sword, and then they have to use their activation. I mean, Drogo could charge in also with assault orders. That'd be bad. Yeah, that'd be really bad. Ride by attack. Well, I guess they just agreed that he had the ability to clip and get through. That's... Oop, wrong unit. Wrong unit. Wrong unit. I guess he had it for sure, I guess. I mean, Last time he was being so precise. This time around he's being a bit glib. But he might have been so close that it didn't matter. It's okay. We got the Ghost of Jorah. We'll remember. All right, so Brett scores, gets the 2. He tosses out a field control. Interesting. Did he forget to play field control when Sam took the horse? Or maybe it didn't matter. I mean, surely it would have mattered for the weekend, right? Brett is down to his last 6 cards. Qhorin's down to his last 5 cards. And it's round 4. Both of them have just plowed through their decks. And Qhorin's discarding a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of the reaction cards like Watcher. He's running 1 more because of Sam. So he's down to his last 4 cards. Pretty good, what's the word? Churn, right? He's churned through most of his deck. Okay, so very interested to see what is the opening move here, right? The only way Peter gets extra activations is through For the Watch. So, like, it's not impossible, but it's looking pretty grim, especially the berry block. And did he turn that into assault orders? Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I think it's the second copy. This could be game right here. You know, this could be game right here. This is 8 attacks plus a kill. This could be game right here, yeah. If it's an orderly charge, which it is, yeah, I wouldn't even go for the John kill. You just go for the free kill, and then 7 attacks into the flank. Yeah, this should be game because Barry can also block shield, which is really the only way he might not get killed by the raw attacks. This should be GG. So Brett, if you do win, sorry for like rooting for the underdog there. It was just crazy. Is Brett going for the kill? He is not. I think he's rolling dice, so I presume he's just going. Oh yeah, yes, he's going for the regular kill, which is the smart play. Just got to kill 7 dudes with 8 dice in the flank with rerolls to hit and vulnerable. So very, very good odds. He's got it, yeah. There we go. So 8 hits. He's got to roll tons of 6s, followed by more 6s. And that should be GG. I don't think it's enough dice. I don't think it's enough dice. Pretty sure Bet rolled 8 dice. And that's 7. He should roll 1 more dice. Or he can just reroll that 6 into not 6, and it should be over. What? Did he go through the wood? Oh, there's a wood! Oh, I didn't even see the wood. It didn't matter. He failed anyway. But there should be 1 extra dice here as well. Oh, he's going for the... Oh my god. Oh, shield, but buried. Okay, does he have the come back to life card? That could keep him in the game. Does he have the second it shall not end until my death? Oh my god, he does. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. How does this card work? Lowest attack, but you get +2 dice to kill this unit and not die. Oh my god. So the shield baited out the berry block, and now he's got it shall not end to kill the outriders. It's not over, people. It's not over. It's not impossible, and it would be hilarious if it worked. Oh! He got 4 hits. He needs a failed panic test now, which is unlikely. 4 hits. Oh, man. Oh, man. He got all 4 ones through. Do the Outriders fail their panic and keep Peter in the game? Vulnerable? What? He did it on Drogo? Okay, either way, the panic is passed, so it didn't matter. But I think he put the runes on Drogo. Yeah, he did. Okay. Yeah, man, he should have gone for that. That's crazy. Okay, let me message him, see if they want to chat with us on stream here. One sec. Let me mute myself, and I'll go to the Discord.
He was going to switch to his phone.
Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, I think I was just telling him. I think he actually had a chance to flip the script. The screamers living through that last attack kind of put a damper on it, but I was really afraid I was going to lose Drogo, and so at that point, I think I just lose the game. I mean, I had the assault orders, and ride by attack, so I could have shot him with the outriders, scouted with Jorah, did ride by attack first, of course, and then it would have come down to next round if I could do enough damage with an opening shot to get rid of him is what I was planning for in my head because I figured Drogo was going to bite the dust. But the Blood Riders, they God, I mean, they just wrecked.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that was nuts. So, can I just get a quick summary from Peter first about how you thought the game went, what you thought went well, what didn't go so well, what your plans were?
Yeah. My plan was to stay away from expert duelists as much as possible because I have so many juicy attachments, like, well, both John and the Watch Captain, like, losing either one of them to expert duelists. I don't know why I charged him right off the bat. I think that's the biggest TSN turning point that I lost there. Yeah, my biggest strategy was just stay away from the Blood Riders, pick off everything else. I was thinking, like, it's all my list is based on Qhorin and doing a sacrifice, which is huge. Like, it's obviously it takes a lot of setup, and with that, freezing the Blood Riders would be able to kill off a lot of other things. Like, but yeah, I got suckered into charging the Blood Riders right off the bat, which didn't work.
Well, you know what? we could tell that Brett had these assault orders based on his very aggressive movement with Drogo up the middle, and then he was threatening your sword bros, right? So it did make sense in hindsight, but it's kind of like throwing meat in the meat grinder.
Yeah,
I hear you. All right, so Brett, how about your thoughts? What was your general game plan going in? What you thought went well? What you thought didn't go so well?
I think yeah, the general idea for me is to throw Drogo in the middle. I have Tycho, so he's such a big threat with expert duelist that you have to come to him or he's going to come to you. I think I probably telegraphed the assault orders, so I figured either he's charging me or I'm charging him. Either way, I don't care because Fueled by Slaughter is going to heal me back, at least some, and then I'll pop Tycho if I get really scared. I think probably my play with the veterans opening the round and just going for the kill on Cold Hands' unit. I figured with Jorah scouting I had a good chance to get rid of them, but I think in hindsight it was a little bit too aggressive. I should have just played the tactics board, taken the free attack and things like that, and just done kind of a normal turn, but I really wanted to steal tempo and get rid of Cold Hands because he was making me nervous with intimidating presence because he makes Drogo a little bit more mortal. And with the Blood Riders, if you start failing panic tests, they definitely die. They're not invincible. They're really strong. But when you've got John running around with 11,000 dice, it's only a matter of time before he gets the flank and something bad happens. Honestly, the two ride by attacks from Jorah were super clutch.
Oh yeah, 8 wounds, pretty decent. I mean, the rerolls from Jorah helped, and the precision helped. But honestly, like, I think you rolled 6 6s in the first precision shot, and
I did. Stupid.
You didn't need that. I mean, hits would have been almost the same from the flank anyway, pretty much. But the whole chat was saying Brett can never complain about dice again.
No, I've lost my privilege to complain about dice for a long while anyway.
2022 is going to be a good year based on this forecast.
Maybe for TTS dice. I gotta send my thanks to Chris Tran. I went with the Sunday Slaughter dice this game.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, that was an amazing game to watch. Thank you for letting me stream it, and good luck to you both in your future rounds.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Hopefully I'm not going against Brett next.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
All right, folks, that is the end of the game. Again, definitely look like, based on the limited units that Peter had, it was going to be a tough game for him. He had a very, very unorthodox list. Like I mentioned, he doesn't play. I've talked to him in person. He knows all the power tricks that Night's Watch have, and he's always envisioned the Night's Watch, according to him, as a very elite-based faction. He doesn't like taking things like conscripts and whatnot, so he likes to play with a particular vision in mind. It almost worked. I gotta say, it almost worked, and it gave a pretty good player like Brett with a pretty tough list some nervous moments. So it was very interesting how that came out. So I hope you enjoyed the show, folks. Have a great one, and we'll see if we can stream some more games in the future. All right, folks, have a good one. Bye-bye.